The Caribbean region is highly vulnerable to recurrent disasters such as volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, tropical storms, and floods. The Caribbean is a diverse socioeconomic region comprised of 21 countries, 14 languages, and over 200 islands.
The Government of Canada has committed $600 million over 12 years to contribute to a more prosperous and integrated Caribbean. Building regional capacity to prepare, manage, and respond to disasters is a critical part of this commitment. Canada recognizes that reducing risks and vulnerabilities before a disaster is far more effective than responding after a disaster. The Government of Canada has committed more than $65 million since 2007 for disaster risk recovery projects in the region. An important part of this commitment is the Caribbean Community Resilience to Disaster Risk Project, implemented by the Canadian Red Cross. The Canadian Red Cross helps strengthen disaster management coordination at the regional level and builds the capacity of the Guyana and Jamaica Red Cross to implement programs that reduce risk in communities vulnerable to disasters.
Effective disaster risk reduction relies on a coordinated effort at the local, national, and regional level.
At the local level, the Red Cross supports disaster risk reduction activities.
I decided to volunteer with the Guyana Red Cross after I attended a training. My trainer explained the benefits of volunteering, and it seemed to be a lot of fun, and it was a way for me to give back to my community.
So during the project, we were able to train and support 45 communities in Jamaica, Guyana, and Dominica to build their resilience against disasters. At the Red Cross, we work with government authorities, both regionally and nationally, strengthening their efforts to reduce risk in communities. Red Cross staff and volunteers coordinate with government in order to train community disaster response teams and also to create community disaster plans.
The Red Cross works to improve civil society coordination in disaster management, to improve services and reduce duplication. Better coordination can ensure that community-level needs do not go unmet and also increases community participation.
Sharing knowledge and best practices about disaster risk is critical to promote effective partnerships. So one of the unique things about the Caribbean Community Resilience to Disaster Risk Project was that it lasted for a 3-year period, and which, specifically for the Centre, provided adequate time to test and to refine a number of approaches, to innovate approaches, to establish new partnerships over a longer period of time, and to strengthen those partnerships, and especially with regional as well as national partners.
In line with the Government of Canada's priorities, the Canadian Red Cross supported the Red Cross in the Caribbean to include gender equality in its disaster risk reduction programming.
For every $1 spent to prepare before a disaster, $4 are saved in disaster recovery.
Through this project, the Canadian government and the Canadian public played a key role in supporting communities to strengthen their resilience to disaster risk in the Caribbean region. The Red Cross continues to support communities through ongoing efforts in prevention, preparation, and response to disasters.